One of the favorite aspects of belonging to Rotary is the fundraising challenges that we come across that we're challenged to do, and I think the biggest one is the lobster auction. And right from its very inception to the present day, we're always looking for new ideas, and there's always new things to go on. It's great to see those changes because it reflects the ingenuity of those participating, of the Rotarians that are helping, and you can see it materialize and mature every year, or more every year, with the different individuals taking it on. I think one of the biggest changes, remarkable changes I found, is that when we changed locations, when we moved the lobster function from the old curling club to the new TLC, and we realized the capacity that we could achieve. I think we went from 200 people to 300 or 350. In just one event. The annual curling, the district curling event, we being collectively the club, has been participating for the last 13 years, 10 years. And every year is just a great time, a good fellowship, great interaction with our Rotarians, as well as others, from other clubs. And you make great friends, and you renew old acquaintances as well. There was a continuation in the year before I was there. Jim Rigby was the president, and I followed him. And he began the Playscape Park at the TLC. And that came to fruition in my term, towards the end of my term. And that was a big undertaking for the club. Although we had no hands-on necessarily experience with it. It was a large undertaking in that it took a lot of funding and a lot of projects to create the funds. And I think in a couple of those years we had some very successful festival or lobster fests monetarily that assisted us in that regard to help pay for that playscape. Picnic site.
Yeah.
That was a great addition. I think it's something that the community uses. I know, having driven by there on a number of occasions, I've seen a number of groups in there, and I know that groups have approached us for use, and it's open to the public, and it's a great place. I don't think I changed much from what my role would be as a policeman. I'm not really an over authoritarian kind of person, although I like to get things done and quietly. I think that my association with the club certainly brought a lot of understanding to the membership who maybe didn't know the inner side of the RCMP and how we worked. So it was an enlightenment in that regard for a lot of the members of the club. And it was an enlightenment, pardon me, for me to associate with the business community in a large setting. In smaller communities, the RCMP are such a interact daily with with the community, and in large places such as Stony Plain and Spruce Grove, you don't have that opportunity just because of the size. Our contributions to a lot of the charities in the community, benefit the people in that it gives them another chance or provides them with an opportunity to better themselves or to further themselves, perhaps educationally or job-wise, or I think our Rotarians are great leaders. We don't. I don't think we go out and profess ourselves to be that way, but it's fairly noticeable in the club that they're pretty much all A personalities. They can get things done. They like to get things done. They don't mind working together, and I think that in a roundabout fashion it benefits the community. Yeah, in my career, I've seen some awful incidents, awful living conditions, and awful treatment, terrible treatment of people, children. Yeah. In I've seen us embark. I mean, the club, embark on programs to help in those avenues, so to speak, and I think that's good. I like club service. I like the interaction with the members. I would really like to see more events or more, functions where we interact a lot better or a lot more. I like the community, of course. It's a community to live in, and it's for the betterment of ourselves and for our kids and those coming, after us. So that's what we strive for. Although that's not to diminish the importance of other roles as well as the other avenues of service, such as international service. That's part of Rotary, and if we don't participate in that, then it's kind of like a void there. So I do believe that, yeah, some international projects are important. I like to have a lighter aspect to our meetings. I'm not struck on all this governance and protocol. I think there's a time for it. It certainly is, but sometimes I think we're a little too stiff, and so are other clubs in that regard. But so I like to have a little levity and jocularity if I can. But I think an incident that would stick out is on one of our annual road cleanup events. There was a lady's bra was found in the ditch, and we took it, and of course her Rotarian Jim Rigby was there with us, and everyone had a laugh, and so we went to Jim's, and I hung it when we left late at night. Unbeknownst to Jim, we strung this brassiere across his mailbox right next to his front door, so everyone going by would see it. And Jim didn't find it until the following day. And we all had a laugh about it. It was kind of funny. It's a great, stable organization. Offers an individual a lot of opportunity for self-development. Um, Besides giving them, providing them with contacts throughout the community. But it's not, a lot of people join because they believe it's a business contact, you can further your own business. Sometimes you can, but that's not necessarily it. It's more that you're involved with the community, you're doing things for the community, which in turn benefit yourself, and then you get some self-worth out of it. So to me, it's a great organization. If you look around, and nothing against any of the other service clubs that we have in the area, but they're all failing, and the Rotary seems still to be going ahead, and I think it's a great thing to be part of. Of course, bringing in new members, getting new ideas, letting these younger people express themselves in the way they want. Don't subvert any of their activities. Try and support them, providing it's not detrimental to the club or the club's principals. Follow up and see if you get bigger projects, or projects that are meaningful, not necessarily on a grandiose scale, but projects that have some depth to them and have some some meat, if you like. I think others will likely say it better, and I just say, enjoy it. Enjoy the atmosphere of the club. Enjoy the relationships you have. Learn from people. Learn from those that are participating, and support them in what they're doing. And just have a good time. Rotary is a good time. It's a great, strong organization. Excuse me. It's not segregated to males or females. It's open to everyone, and I think that's one of the nicest things about our club, is that we're not segregated, and I think that's a great thing.